Good day. In this presentation, I will explain how we empirically verify our real-time system performance. The verification focus on four main areas: ISR execution time, interboard signal latencies, system stress testing, and the system real-world limitation. Finally, I will summarize with the experimental evidence supports our system design. So, firstly, I will like to verify the execution time of the interrupt service routine, or ISR. We cannot simply claim that ISR execute in under 1 microsecond without actual evidence. Therefore, we use an empirical measurement. For the hardware method, an unused diagnostic GPIO pin is set high at the beginning of the HAL GPIO EXTI callback function. The same pin is set low at the final line before the callback ends. An oscilloscope or logic analyzer is then connected to this diagnostic pin. The width of the high pass represent the execution time of ISR callback. As a software alternative, we can use the STM32 DWT cycle counter. We record DWT cycle at the end of the callback. The difference give the total number of CPU cycle. The execution time is calculated by dividing the cycle count by the processor clock frequency. Our measure ISR execution time is 33 microsecond. Therefore, the claim that ISR is below 1 microsecond is not verified. Next, we measure the interboard signal latency. The purpose of this experiment is to determine how long it takes for a signal from the peripheral pump board to reach the main tank board and register as an interrupt. When the pump board transmit the signal, it also toggle a diagnostic pin. When the main board detect the interrupt, it toggle another diagnostic pin. Both pins are connected to separate channel of the same logic analyzer or oscilloscope. The interboard latency is calculated as the interrupt detection time minus the signal transmission time. We repeat the experiment several times to obtain the minimum average and worst case latency. We also observe the amount of timing variation known as jitter. The average the results show that the actual physical delay between the signal transmission and interrupt detection. Next is system stress testing and priority validation. After measuring the individual timing, we test the complete system under maximum theoretical load. Each pump produce pulse of 20 kHz. This means one pump produce a pulse every 50 microseconds. When all four pumps are active, the mainboard may receive an interrupt every 12.5 microseconds. Therefore, the ISR and real-time processing must complete within this time budget. CPU utilization is calculated by dividing measured ISR time by 12.5 microseconds and multiplying by 100%. For example, based on our actual ISR measurement, the CPU utilization for interrupt is 66%. The remaining CPU time is available for the RTOS scheduler, MQTT communication, and other background tasks. We also validate that RTOS priority SIM, the tank processing task, is assigned a higher priority, while MQTT telemetry task has a lower priority. Next is real-world limitation and breaking points. Although the system works under the tested condition, every real-time system has limitation. The first limitation is interrupt saturation. This occurs when the ISR execution time become equal to or longer than the interrupt arrival period. At this point, the CPU spend almost all its time entering the executing interrupt. As a result, the RTOS and user thread may be stuffed. The second limitation is network jitter. MQTT is a lower priority task, so during heavy pulse activity, packet transmission may be delayed. Additional delay can also come from Wi-Fi congestion, retransmission, or broker response time. However, this delay should affect only telemetry reporting and not the real-time pulse counting. The third limitation is RTOS message queue. If messages are generated faster, that the network can transmit. The queue will gradually fill. Once the queue reaches its maximum capacity, new message may be rejected or lost. Therefore, the main breaking point are CPU saturation, excessive network delay, and queue overflow. This risk can be reduced by keeping the ISR short, limiting MQTT transmission frequency, managing the queue properly, and recording overflow or missed pulse counter. Em- uh, Empirical verdict and summary. To conclude the ISR time, to conclude the ISR time execution time was measured using actual hardware or CPU cycle data. The interboard signal latency was measured using 2-channel timing. The system was also tested with 4 pump operating at the maximum pulse frequency. Our measured ISR time was uh, our measured ISR time was the maximum interval is 12.5 microsecond, and the number of and the high priority load time task successfully preempt the lower priority MQTT task during peak load. Based on the experimental result, the architecture is verified by empirical evidence and remain reliable within the test operating range. Thank you.